To you all once again. It is me, the Ravenous Spectre, and this evening we're going to be streaming a little bit of Jak 2. Now, recently I had actually been streaming some Skyrim, I believe, the past couple of times, but tonight I'm going to go ahead and stream a little bit of Jak 2, you know, kind of mix it up a little bit. I ended up finding this on one of PSN sales this week, as a matter of fact. It was like $19.99 when originally it was $40. And I had heard that when this first came out, it really pissed off fans. It really pissed off a whole lot of people because they released it in such a shitty state that finally they ended up getting back onto it and fixing everything that needed to be fixed. Yeah, not so much. Actually, I say not so much. From what I saw previously and what I see now, they did fix the crap that needed to be fixed in it, but then again, at the exact same time, there's a few things in it that kind of made me go, well, they didn't fix that. You know, like, for example, when you end up starting the game, the freaking thing has, like, crackling in the audio. I'm like, that's bullshit. I'm like, you know, this never happened in the PS2 version, so why in the hell is it happening when they're porting it over to PS4? You know, the patch and everything that they did for it, I don't know all that it fixed. Apparently it fixed the frames per second, but then again, at the exact same time, it could have fixed like the crackling audio that was in the cutscenes. I'm not sure if that's for all four games, because in the bundle it was Jak 1, 2, and 3 and Jak X Combat Racing. So I don't really know if it's like that all across the board, but I have been noticing it some in Jak 2. But we're going to go ahead and get started here, and I forgot to do the little party thingy. I don't want it to drown me out, so I need to fix this. Let's see here. I apologize, I forgot to do this yet again before I even started freaking streaming this stuff. Alrighty, here we go. Let's get back to the task at hand. One of the things that I find kind of stupid about this... One of the things that I find kind of stupid is the fact that oh crap, I forgot what I was going to say. Holy crap. I had a brain fart there. I apologize. There's low, and this is high. Okay, X moves. Yeah, okay. I actually had all three of these games. Well, I should say, yeah, I only have 3 of the 4 that's in the bundle. I never had Jak X Combat Racing. I never had. I've had the other ones, but I've never. I have beaten the second one, and I think I beat the third one. Never beat the first one. Like I said, never would gotten around to Jak X Combat Racing, and I don't know where the hell I'm going. I hadn't played this in such a long time, but for what they were actually fun games, and a lot of people are really wanting this series to come back. You know, sometimes the gaming industry throws out little hints with certain things that they do, and I honestly thought that was something that they were going to do when they ended up releasing this bundle. Everybody was thinking, oh, I wonder if they're going to announce a new Jak game, a new Jak and Daxter game. So, I don't know, maybe something to happen in the future dealing with that. It's actually good to know that they're going to release the Spyro collection apparently later this year, and it's going to be called the Treasure Trilogy, I believe is what it's called, the Treasure Collection, something like that. So definitely looking forward to see what the gameplay is. What's funny is they actually ended up putting in they're going to put in a demo apparently for the Treasure Collection and the Crash Bandicoot trilogy, the Insane trilogy that they released. And I think that's kind of funny because in one of the Crash games, I think it was the first one, I think you had to enter a button code too to be able to do it. You could access the demo for, I believe it was the first Spyro game. So
we're looking for a guy named Torn. Core sent us. Are you Torn?
Maybe this guy's new, like used.
New faces make me nervous. Word is you're out to join the fight for the city. You know, picking the wrong side could be unhealthy. We want to see the shadow. Not likely. If you want to join something, why don't you and your pet go join the circus? Unless you've got the fur for a really tough task. Steal the Baron's banner from the top of the ruined tower and bring it back to me. Then, maybe we'll talk.
Yeah, no way would a knife be spinning in the air like that for that extended period of time, I don't think. But I don't know if you guys can hear it. Maybe it's just me. I'm not sure. I haven't heard it actually without the headsets, but I don't know if you guys heard it or not, where there was a bunch of, well, there wasn't a bunch, but there was a little bit of crackling that was here and there during the audio to start out with, and then it just ended. So yeah, I don't know if you guys had heard it on your end or not.
We're looking for a guy named Tor.
Oh, okay, let's just kind of repeat that over again. On my way home just to drop a content. I'll check you out when I get home. Awesome. You're like, yeah. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I should be on for probably maybe a little over an hour, I suppose. So, yeah. Okay. But thank you for coming into the stream to start out with. Alright, I think one of the things about this game also is the fact that they got it where if you end up running into some vehicles a little too much, that they'll start to like alert the guards or something. It's almost like it's like GTA but in a cartoony universe, if you will. Yep, I just hit one of the soldier thingies. Luckily they didn't come after me. You can also see, it seems like you can see like a little bit of screen tearing going on as well. I'm really trying to take it easy around this area because I don't want to alert any guards to start to get into any battles or anything to start out with. Huzzah! And of course this is where we're loading the world. It's an interesting little way of loading up the game. Aw, they look so precious and so cute. Until they start to come after you, and then they're not so precious and cute anymore. Actually, I wasn't sure if those enemies attacked you or not. I'm really not sure. I can't remember. But you can already tell by looking at it that this pretty much looks like the PS3 versions, because they ended up releasing the HD collection of I believe it was just Jak 1, 2, and 3. I don't know if it was Combat Racing or not. I'm not sure. I think I actually have that collection. I don't know if it's physical or not, or if I have it digital. I don't know. I have to look and see what I've got. But the way this looks, it looks pretty much like, just like what I said, it looks just like it was the PS3 versions ported over. Which I guess they tried to do the best that they could given the technology that they had. They didn't do like a full-blown remaster or anything like that. It's just, they just went ahead and made it try to smooth out some of the edges and things like that, it looks like. Alrighty, I don't think I'm going that way. Holy moly, I don't even know way to get through over there. And, no. I really don't know if those things attack me. Looks like they're just coming up like they want to be petted, but I'm gonna kill them anyways because I want their dark eco. Oh, they do attack you. Never mind. They just kind of mosh into you. Oh, shit on me. Okay, that was close. Oh. Holy free holies. Oh, shit balls. You asshole! Really? You have got to be shitting me, dude. Kinda, I could tell a difference with the way that the color is with the different platforms. Probably what I should have done in the first place was look at those and realize what type of jumps that I could do. And here's our goal. Oopsie boopsie. Ah, yes, trophy. Sad about Toys R Us ending or closing. It's the end of an era. Yeah, man. I heard about that. Actually, when I first heard about it, when I first heard the news about it, I heard it was just like, I guess they were filing for, I guess they were like filing for bankruptcy or doing something like that, and it wasn't official that they were going to be closing down. But I wasn't sure if it was like all the stores or if it was just a handful of stores or something like that. Me and my girlfriend were actually planning on going by there this weekend at some point to, I guess, well, if they are really going to be closing down the stores, maybe it'd be a good idea to go by there and see if maybe they might have anything on clearance or something, or see if they're getting rid of stuff or what have you. Yeah, no kidding, Dexter. Tell me something I don't know. I forgot what button it was I pushed to get through that. I feel GameStop is next to go. Honestly, man, there is gonna come a point where GameStop. Yeah, everybody has talked about how GameStop was going to die, and honestly, I do believe it. Because I mean, GameStop already seems like they're hurting for money as it is now. Because I mean, for crying out loud, they teamed up with ThinkGeek, and ThinkGeek has like some really expensive crap on their website. I mean, they do have some cool things on ThinkGeek, don't get me wrong, and sometimes they have good deals. I actually ended up getting a couple things from them, like my Zelda bathrobe that I got for like half price. I think like the original price of it was $60, but I got it for like $25 or something. I think it was with free shipping too. I can't remember. It was probably like a couple years ago when I got it. Really comfortable too, but I just it seems like some stuff on there they have is just stupid, or it's like overpriced. I mean, for crying out loud, I saw something today that was like a ding button for like World of Warcraft. All it was just a little red button that said the word ding on it, and it had like when you level up, it had the word ding on it, and had like some graphics or something that's on it, and that was it. And they had it on sale for like $10 and some cent, and the original price I think was like 15 or 20. I'm like, are you shitting me? You want me to pay $15 to $20 for a stupid button, but you're lowering it to $10? I'm still not paying $10 for a stupid freaking button. I mean, I might pay $1 for it or something, you know, as a little mantelpiece or whatever if I was a huge World of Warcraft fan, which back in the day I used to be, but I'm not anymore. But knowing that they've teamed up with ThinkGeek, they're just like, from what I've heard, they're like hemorrhaging money, and they want to be able to make more money so that they can be able to stay afloat. You know, and I mean, I'd heard something about some guy or like one or two people who were like real bigwigs in GameStop ended up getting, like the GameStop infrastructure ended up getting canned, like I don't know, a few weeks ago or something, and they put some other people in charge of whatever it was in the company. So I don't know what in the world they're gonna do. But honestly, man, like when I go to GameStop, I do go to GameStop and I shop there. But at the same time, I'm really careful with what I get or how I do business there because things they just seem like they're just going downhill more for them, and the way that some of their business practices are doesn't really suit well with me, in all honesty. I mean, all businesses, especially larger ones, are going to have some, greedy, grubby kind of things, but
Being a big hero sure makes you thirsty.
yeah, mouthful of shit. There we go.
The Baron turned off all water to the slums. He's willing to sacrifice innocent lives just to destroy the other. I shouldn't be surprised. I've seen this even before, serving the Crimson Guard. That's why I quit.
You were a Crimson Guard? Oh, that explains your charming sense of humor.
Jeez.
Friend in the guard tells me the valve to turn the water back on. Located outside the city, at the pumping station.
Outside the cities. What about the security walls?
What about the metalheads? There ain't no petting zoo out there. Keeps me getting deep sixth.
Find the large drain pipe in the north wall. It'll take you outside the city to the pumping station. Get to the main valve and open it. If you survive, the slums will be indebted to you. If not, maybe we'll have a touching moment of silence in your honor.
I'd like to give him a touching moment.
One of these days, pow wham, right in the kisser. Never getting a Jack and Daxter. Yeah, the first time I played the first one, I thought it was like a really great kind of open world, colorful action platforming game. Then the second and third one came out. They finally gave Daxter a voice of his own, and he finally managed to oh my god, you can already see like graphical problems there. Even after they ended up patching the freaking thing, as much slack as they got on it. That's pathetic, man. I can't believe they release these games in this state. I'm glad I got them on a cheap discount at half price. No chance in hell would I have paid full price for this. See, it's stuff like this that make me very wary nowadays of even buying a day one title. It really depends on what it is. But back to what I was saying about Jack and Daxter, I really I liked the first one. I never completed it, and I had the second and third one on PS2. I believe I beat the second one, and I think I beat the third one, but I never played Jack X Combat Racing, and that's also in this bundle. I played a little bit of that, and it was pretty cool, but I was thinking about streaming that one, but I'm like, I'm not really up for kind of like combat racing right now, even though it has a story mode too, and all that. It's I think what it was they were really trying. I think Naughty Dog is the one that did the Jack and Daxter series. I think they were really trying to cash in on like the vehicular combat genre back in the early 2000s. Because obviously in the late 90s, like in mid to late 90s, it was a thing with Twisted Metal and Road Trip and stuff like that. But when it came into the early 2000s, that genre was still really a thing, and I think that was one of the things they were trying to do, was trying to get in on that, try to get a piece of that pie. But I think it was real cool how they had went and just, oh god, my thing's about to blow up, how they went and it's like in a way the second and third one still retained some of what was great about the first one, but they finally gave Jack a voice, and I'm glad they did too. They actually gave him some attitude and a voice, because I can't stand mute characters in games. I really can't. I mean, some people are like, oh well, when you have mute characters in games, it's like it's actually trying to put you within their shoes. I understand where they're coming from, but personally I don't get that feeling. I'm like, I want to be able to control a I mean, even if you let me choose the voice, let me choose the voice of my protagonist or antagonist. You know, even if it's an antagonist or a protagonist, it doesn't matter to me which one it is, as long as I'm able to, let me just pick my voice and just go from there. So, holy shnikes. Yeah, that's not a glitch at all, is it? Greetings from Mars, people. Oh yes, greetings from Earth, Chuck Money. How's Mars? Is it rather red today? I'm doing alright, man. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Back in the day. I was really thinking about streaming Skyrim tonight because I was streaming it last night, but I was just like, nah. I was like, I said I really just want to get back to doing something else with a little bit more pizzazz and maybe a little bit more color in it. Yeah, because I used to have these. I got them on PS3, but I used to have them back on PS2, and interesting kind of going back through this again, getting trophies and streaming it and whatnot. No, I can't get in there yet, can I? No, never mind. I was wrong. I was wrong. One of the things that I don't think that I really liked about the third game, in all honesty, was the fact that they kind of put a bit of emphasis on driving like this dune buggy kind of thing around everywhere, driving it around like this desert type area to get to do different things or go different places or something. I think there was like some races or something that happened too, and I think that's probably where they also came up with the idea for them to go and make Jack X Combat Racing, was because they put that in the third game, and honestly that didn't really suit well with me. That's probably, I think, maybe my only or main complaint about Jack 3. That wasn't in the second one, and obviously they have the car jacking thing going on there. I think they were also trying to cash in a bit on GTA as well, somewhat. I think they were trying to touch that nerve a little bit, if you will. Greetings, Small Tummy Wonderful. Welcome to the stream. How you doing, sir? I'm doing pretty peachy. Yeah, I was just oh Jesus, please don't tell me I'm gonna drown. Okay. I was just mentioning to JRPG Gaming earlier that I had, maybe I'm not supposed to go this way, about how I used to have this back on PS2, and I actually have gotten it on PS3, and I was wondering if maybe this actually had anything different about it. But it doesn't. It looks like it's pretty much just the port of the PS3 versions. But luckily I got it at a discount. I got it at half price, so I don't think there's any way for me to be. Well, maybe I should actually go up from the top and then work my way down. Really wish that I could drive out here. That would be great instead of just having to run around everywhere. I wonder if I can let me see here. Oh gosh, I was pressing the options button to start to pause the game, and I forgot it's a PS2 version, so you have to press the touchpad. I wonder if there's any way for me to try and not sound, dadgummit, to try to go and increase the brightness a little bit. I mean, the brightness is okay, but it doesn't seem like it's really up to par. Well, I guess maybe there's not. Notice you get good deals at Processor games. That's awesome. Deals are best. The best times for games. Yeah, that's definitely true, man. I mean, I'm one of those types of people that if there's a game that really grabs my interest, then yeah, I'll go ahead and just pay full price for it. If it's something I really want to play, but if it's something that I know that I can wait on a sale for, then that's what I'm gonna do. And you know, games devalue over time, so that's definitely what I'm gonna do. Not to also mention that nowadays, especially knowing how game development is, I'm really gonna read into a lot of reviews and things about certain games and look into those before I go and try to, you know, be really frugal with my money and be really smart about what I'm buying. Because I don't want to be getting a broken mess or anything like that. Just like, for example, Kingdom Come Deliverance, which is a game that I really want to get, but there's no way I'm going to pay full price for for it, knowing how many bugs and problems that it has. I mean, when your game needs patches that exceed the amount of how much the actual game is to just install it, you know that you probably got a problem with your game. I'm just saying. A lot of people have complained about it, and I don't blame them. Ah, dang it. Yes, indeed. Buy smart. That's definitely the truth. And one of the good things is, even though it is digital and I'm mainly a physical kind of guy, PSN does put out some really good deals for the different sales that they'll have each week. Some games you like, some games you won't, but it's still really good that they do stuff like that. But then again, and what's funny to me is a lot of folks, they'll say, well, why is it the digital games cost the same as physical games do? You know, because you don't have to worry about paying for the case or paying for the disc or anything like that. So why is it that they end up costing the same? Which is understandable, but at the same time, it's like, well, you're still dealing with like especially AAA titles. I mean, indie games are kind of different too, especially if it's going across different platforms, like with Steam or PSN. But regardless of them coming out at the same prices, you'll see a lot of good deals digitally too, which you'll have a lot of good deals physically as well. And what's funny is some people have always talked about, oh, you get all these good deals with digital, but then again, there's times you'll go and you'll end up finding the physical version will actually be cheaper than the digital version is, and it could be like a sale going on for the digital version and the physical version, and physical is still cheaper. I always thought that was funny. It all comes, yes, indeed. It always does come down to money. That is the definite truth. And I just, oh my God. Okay, what exactly am I doing? Okay, yeah, that'll work. That's what I need. Okay. Kind of makes me wonder. It's like those things are way too cute to hit, but you need to, otherwise they'll just mosh into you and create chaos and havoc and craziness. Like speaking of the paying for full price for games, that's where that membership that I got through Best Buy really comes in handy. $30 for 2 years, and you always save money on games no matter what the game is. It's just like, for example, me and my girlfriend both bought Kirby Star Allies from Best Buy. We saved money, we got free shipping, and we split the cost. So actually, the only thing that we paid for it amongst the two of us was just like $25. And this is for like a $60 title, but she's a big Kirby fan. And I like Kirby myself. I'm not like a big, huge Kirby fan, you know, like I want to go outside and dress in a big old pink outfit or anything like that. Although I do have a Kirby shirt, and so does she, and they're both the same, and she was the one that got them for both of us, but you won't see both of us wearing them at the same time because that would just be weird. Retro market can't sustain high prices for it. Yeah, that's true. I mean, eventually something's going to have to break somewhere. Something's going to have to give. It can't all stay the same like that. That's another reason why I'm actually happy that I have backed off from buying like really retro stuff. Well, not really retro stuff, but close enough, where I'm not doing that really anymore, and that's cut back on costs, and that's cut back on me having to, you know, go out and search for everything. One of the things that kind of gets to me, man, is even though I'm kind of a collector, I used to feel like I really was, but I'm not really like what I thought I would be. And that's because I can't see myself being one of these people that try to get every single game in existence, regardless of how cheap I would be getting it, regardless of how cheap it would be. It doesn't even matter to me how cheap it would be. I wonder if I can slide down this. Nope, sure can't. Oh, I can swim though. Oh my god, I died. Never mind. Made a good run. Oh, you mean food run. Oh my god, you mean I have to go back through this again? What the hell? It started me all the way back to the beginning? That's bullshit. Oh, this thing had like checkpoints or something. And saving. Well, that's it. I'm not messing around anymore. I'm just gonna go ahead and run through what I can and get back to where I was previously. Screw attacking all these enemies. I'm not worrying about it. I'm just gonna, well, maybe I shouldn't really say that. Let's see. Yep, time to grub down and chill out. That's always a good thing. But when it deals with the retro market, it's like a lot of people, and I get it and I understand it, why people love emulation so much. I don't deny that. I totally get it, but like at the same time, it seems like it's a little like if you can't get the ROMs like you need to get the ROMs, basically saying, you know, just getting them the right way legally and all that stuff, then, you know, it's a headache, because a lot of people, from what I've heard, have ran into problems where they're like, oh my god, you know, this ROM isn't working, or this emulator isn't working, or blah blah blah. And I'm just like, man, I just want to be able to get the game and play it. I don't want to deal with that headache. But at the same time, you know, if you can get them on I guess you consider the right way, and be able to do that and actually have and be able to have them on like a little Raspberry Pi or something and save money. That's what really matters. Because I swear, dude, there's a few RPGs that I really want to get for the PS1, like Tales of Destiny 1 and 2 and Kudelka. And there's some PS2 RPGs that I want to pick up too that I don't have, but there isn't, from what I've seen, there isn't really like a substantial emulator for the PS2, I don't believe. So the Daxter games on PSP, yeah, those are really cool. I actually have the first one. I don't know if there was a second one or not. I'm really not even sure. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I ended up going to this game shop a few weeks ago or something, and me and my girlfriend went in there, was just looking around, and I saw that Tales of Destiny 1 was in there, and it was like $100, I think it was like $125 or $150 or something like that. I said, okay, yeah, that's not happening. That ain't freaking happening. So I don't know. And another thing that kind of gets to me is knowing, for example, that I say that a lot. For example, that Suikoden 2 is finally digital on PSN. You would think that they would end up lowering the price of those things, lowering the price of the physical ones, but apparently not, which I think is stupid. Because like on PSN, I think it's like $10 or something. Rather pay $10 for it digitally than have to go and pay anywhere, I think, what was it, like $120 to $200 or something for a physical copy. That's freaking crazy. As much of a gamer as I am, there is no way that I would ever pay that much for a game. There's no freaking way. The most that I have ever paid, and I will never do it again, for a retro title, honest to God, was Secret of Mana. I paid like $50 or something for it, and that was freaking stupid of me. Oh shoot, there we go. It was really dumb of me to do that. I regret doing it, especially when I didn't know anything about the remake. And then I found out about the remake, and I'm like, well, crap. I wish I would have saved my money there, you know. Tales of the Abyss, $20 on 3DS. I think that's a good price, especially for that series. It's actually pretty good on the 3DS as well. I almost beat it on PS2, but I think I got like near the end of it, but I want to go back and do a bunch of side quests. And I don't know. It's weird with me with games sometimes. Like if they really hold my attention, I'll complete them. If they don't, it's like I want to complete them, but I just wait, and then I never go back. Yeah, that is the only time that I have ever paid that much for a retro title. I have never gone any higher or nothing like that at all. I never will again either. Let's see. And there was one of, and actually I did this both at the exact same time. I ended up getting Secret of Mana and Secret of Evermore like at the same time. Secret of Evermore I think was like 40 something, but then Secret of Mana I think was like 50 something. And yeah, those were two purchases where I'm like, oh my freaking goodness, why did I do this crap? And I don't care anymore. And what the funny thing is, man, it's like I'm more of a modern gamer than I am a retro gamer. I just am. As the farthest back that I'll go when it comes to retro really is like probably I forgot what generation it was, but like the PS1, the N64, you know, stuff like that. Not going way far back into like the cartridge era and stuff and things like that. I'm just, you know, I'd much rather, I don't mind playing older games because, I mean, it's all about what you're into, but I'm more into a modern era than I am a retro era. And what's funny is, it's like modern era games, yeah, you'll have your usual like $60 titles, but the prices range so differently nowadays across so many levels, whether it's indie titles or AAA titles, that you aren't paying out the ass like you are with retro titles. So, yeah, that would be awesome if they came out with a virtual console. Man, I really wish that Vesperia would end up coming out on PS4 because they had it in Japan on the PS3. I wish they would do that with the PS4. I would buy that in a heartbeat because I got it on 360, but I think I paid like close to $20 for it, but it was like complete brand new. So I actually used to have it back on 360 way back in the day before my first 360 red ringed on me, and the thing is, though, is it messed up my game, dude. Oh my gosh, it messed up my game. It pissed me off. It messed up my save. I was like going to fight. I don't know how far I was in the game, but I was like fixing to go fight this desert kind of bird boss thing in a desert, and it's like the game just stopped. It just crashed on me. And every single time that I tried to go back, it kept crashing on me. And that was also when my 360 had red ringed. I was like, mother trucker. I'm a metalhead. Not that kind of metalhead. But heavy fucking metal. Of all types of metal. Yeah, actually, I mean, I've never been a person to play cell phone games, but Game Ranks on YouTube shows some really good ones. Like, they have some that show free ones, and they also show some that are being paid for. And I always like looking at those, because sometimes those cell phone games end up coming over to console, or they come over to handhelds or something like that. So I just kind of look at them and like, oh yeah, these look really cool, and I sit back and I'm like, yeah, I'll just check them out later. I was like, if they end up coming out to console or handheld, then I'll definitely give them a shot. Glad I never bought original 360 viewer. I waited until Slim came out. Yeah, that was the thing about me. I ended up going, and after my first, it was really strange with me because, like, when my first 360 died, I went ahead and just got a PS3. I'd wanted a PS3 forever because I was mainly a PlayStation guy anyways, but the thing is that it was still high price, and eventually I found one refurbished for like $300 and some, so I got it for like half price or a little over that, but it was still close to half price. And I got it, and I was extremely happy with it, and it still works to this day. It still works to this day, thank goodness. But what was crazy is I ended up going and buying the latest model that they had that came out of the PS3 because I thought something was wrong with my original PS3, because every time I would go to the Sony store it kept kicking me out to the main screen, and it wasn't my PS3, it was freaking PlayStation Network that was causing that to happen, and I regretted it. I couldn't say I really regret getting a second PS3, because I do like the PS3, but to me, if you were to rank all the PlayStations, the PS3 would be like on the bottom of the list for me, because even though the PS3 had some good games, it seemed to me like it had more problems than any of the other systems did, at least from my experience. Hey man, whatever way that you can get it, I guess that's what counts. But like the thing is that after when I got my PS3, I was like, okay, I want to get a 360 again. So I went and got a 360. I got the Slim. So I had it and I was playing it for a while off and on, and I was just getting it for exclusives, and then I finally said, you know what? I'm just not using this like I thought I would. Oh, sorry dude. Didn't mean to kill you there. And I just said, the heck with it. And I went and sold it and regretted it. And then here it is some years later, my girlfriend mentions that there's like a 360 bundle that one of her friends was selling, because she also picks up retro games and things like that, and she makes money off of them and sell them and all this other stuff, and she gives me good deals on bundles and whatnot and stuff like that and other games. So I said, yeah, I said, let's do it, and that's how I got that's how I got another 360. Otherwise, I would have never had planned for it, but when I finally ended up getting it again, I was like, oh, now I can just go ahead and get the exclusives that I'm looking into. I wonder how somebody gets through the metal detector in the airport with ears like that. Because you got to have some type of like metal bars or something in those things to have them stick out that far. The first system that I ever bought with my money that I can recall, let me think if I can remember. I think it was a PlayStation 2. I believe it was. Okay, I don't even know if I'm even going the proper way here. Well, seems I'm not. Turn around. Yeah, the funny thing about that is I've heard like positives and negatives about that, about the slim versus the fat one. But the thing with me with the PS2 fat one, I went through, let's see, okay, my first PS2, I used it quite a bit, and the disc reader for the PS1 games gave out, so I couldn't play PS1 games on it, so I got another PS2. Used that one for a period of time, and then the DVD player gave out on it. I've heard like the hardware for the PS2, even though it was like the top, I think it's like the top selling system of all time, some of the hardware in it was really shoddy. And so when that happened, I eventually got a PS2 Slim and didn't have any problems with it, but then I ended up going and selling it like a douchebag, because it was basically a way for me to be able to make extra money to get into the next generation of gaming, which obviously was with the 360 at that time, because the PS3 was too freaking expensive. So after that was all said and done, I finally got a PS2 Slim again, and I stuck with it. I actually have two PS2 Slims right now because, like I mentioned before, my girlfriend has a friend who she also sells games as well, and she ended up giving us a PS2 bundle for, I think it was like $50 or something. I don't know how many games that came with it, but it was a PS2 Slim with, I think, like 2 controllers and obviously all the hookups, and I don't know how many games came with it. But yeah, for $50 for all that was like a steal. And when I finally ended up getting a PS2 Slim again with my own money, when I went to get a PS2 again, I looked online and I was like, I want to get a different color variant for a PS2. So I got like the silver one. It's pretty. Oh my god. I don't want to run into that. Can I hurt myself? Yep, I can hurt myself. That was a dumb idea. That was stupid for me to even say that. Kane Deathbreaker, greetings and salutations. Welcome to the stream. How art thou this evening? I do not remember this stage in particular from way back when. I don't even know if I'm even supposed to jump over that or not. Your ex stole your PS2 in 2016. I hope the gaming gods curse her. That's a load of bullshit.
Unauthorized use of Fortress Store. Activating security tank.
No, you're not either. You're not going to be activating Jack Diddley Squat, sir. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm going to stay back here. Chillin' man at lunch break. Oh yeah. I remember back at my old job, I always used to be in areas I wasn't supposed to be in, but as long as I wasn't getting caught, that's all I cared about. And I would eat there and hang out and all that stuff. Sometimes I would get caught, but most times I would just try to stick to my own thing and you know, not worry about what anybody was trying to say about me or anything like that, because I ain't got time for work-related politics. And that was one of the things that tried to happen where I was working at too. They tried to start some BS with me a few times, you know, and I'm just like, whatever, dude. I was like, I'm not dealing with that. But anyways, I went way off the mark there talking about a whole bunch of random stuff. Man, this color is kind of shit. Well, fuck, I died. I wonder if I could jump through that stuff over there. Dessert, what'd you have for lunch? Yeah, what'd you have for lunch? Or what'd you have for dessert? What'd you have for all the things and the stuff and the things? Yeah, that's not working. I thought I could jump over that, but apparently not. Okie dokie, small tummy. Just leave your phone in the living room again. Why? And let it run like you did previously. No. Oh my god, really? You guys couldn't have actually fixed this situation with the frickin' green camera? I shouldn't be seeing this crap. What the hell, dude? Like, I can't run any faster than what I already am, and the dadgum colors are all screwed up.
Unauthorized use of Fortress Store. Activating security tank.
Cornflakes? Did you put any sugar in them or anything? Or are you just having them ordinary cornflakes? What the hell, dude? What? Like, how am I supposed to get through that? I can't even see those red lines very well. Oh, for God's sakes. Plain Jane style. Peachy keen. I remember before my grandfather died, he used to eat cornflakes like crazy. It seemed like anytime he'd ever had any type of cereal, that was the main thing that he'd always go towards. It would either be that or Rice Krispies. And I would always talk to him about it. I'm like, man, it's like, do you ever eat anything else? And he's like, no. He's like, this is the main thing I stick with, so... Really, dude? Really?
Unauthorized use of Fortress Store. Activating security tank.
Oh my god. Oh, for God's sakes.
Unauthorized use of Fortress Store. Activating security tank.
Let me see if this will help. How do I transform again? I can't freaking remember. I wonder if it shows me in this. Oh, why the hell did I go to sound? No. Let's see. Okay. Oh, there we go. I really shouldn't have done that, though. I don't think it really affects me. I should have waited to do that. I can't believe I at least got through that part. I know they're going to be able to fire through there, though. Damn it. Motherfucker, dude.
Break those tubes in the center.
Wait a minute. Well, I can't get through there. Okay, I'm supposed to hit those. That makes sense. Alright. Well, that got... Oh, dadgum. Mike, get out the way, Mike! Let's see. Yeah, thank you, man. I've been trying to look around for decent prices.
I just got a radio alert. Stay frosty.
Well, one of the things about it is like people's. I have some friends of mine that talked about their backlog being like really large of the different games that they got, and I don't deny it, man. I mean, especially like with the games that get announced. That's one of the things that I actually have been doing was I just been looking for certain little games that I wanted to add to my collection. And I wanted to get them like really cheap, and I wasn't going to pay any more for them than what I think that they're worth. And I was like, man, I'm not really, yeah, of course I died. I was like, I know that I'm not crazy or anything. I sat back and thought about it. I'm like, man, I was like, I'm really not buying kind of like older games like I used to previously, which is actually good. I'm actually able to hang on to more money now and save it up for other things. But I mean, I had been trying to go into my backlog and play other things anyways. I've been doing that quite a bit, being kind of like along those routes, sticking around with that. Like for example, when I was playing Skyrim again, that's a game that I had played so much of back on the PS3, but due to the glitches and bugs, I couldn't really finish it like I wanted to. So. Nose is giving me problems. The dadgum sinuses. Dag blasted. Let me see here. Too many games is not a problem. Too little games is a real problem. Yeah, you're right. I definitely agree with that. That definitely makes a lot of sense. You would much rather want to have a large selection of things to be able to choose from and stick with that than have such a little amount and be like, oh, what am I going to play? Well, there's nothing really that I want to play because I've either played what I wanted to now and I can't really go anything else. So it's like, oh, well, I guess I'll just go back to what I was playing previously. Kind of like what we used to do back in the day as kids. I don't think there was anything that was over there. Okay. Oh boy.
We need those to get through city checkpoints.
These barrels are the latest shit in Miko. The Baron says take them and get out.
Metalheads in the city? Why are the guards giving them eco?
Of course. Of course.
That must be the ammo when this torn told us to blow up.
That's not opening.
Missile cooling systems damaged. Backup cooling system failure. Emergency overrides initiated. Missile systems at critical overload. Failsafe not responding.
Oh, I guess I gotta get him to blow up the thingies over here. Is there more of this over here? Yeah, it's over here. Oh. Come here, jackass. Where are you? Too bad I can't get him myself. That would be great. Are you supposed to shoot those? Or shoot the...
Danger. Warhead detonation imminent.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, this is great. Oh, never mind. They made it. Hell with it. Excelente.
This place has too much excitement. We need to move back to the country.
Yay! Trophy. Let's see here. Alright, I think I'm gonna report back and go... Well, there isn't anything else for me to do. There isn't any side quests or anything, I know that. Oh, there it is.
The demolition duo has returned. One barbecued ammo dump served up hot.
You saw something odd while torching that ammo. The Baron's guard.
Baxter looks retarded. He looks all pixelated.
Metalheads.
The other two don't, though.
You know, so far, your gigs have been easier than stealing grass from a sleeping yak cow.
You on the road want to start proving yourselves? One of our suppliers needs his payment to a bag of eco-war. Take the Zoma part of the bag and drive it to the hip-hop Heaven Saloon in Southtown. Ask for crew. He'll be there. And don't let the Baron's patrols stop you. By the way, when we get there, pump crew for information. He's wired in the city and they know what the Baron is up to.
You can count on us.
Are you still here?
Well, that was lovely. Nope, not good. This isn't good. Yeah, no kidding, dude. I'm aware of that. I can see that. Oh my gosh, it's a friggin' maze. Mother fludger.
I've got suspicious activity in the sector.
There'll be like a different way for me to be able to go. Can I go a back way? Is that possible? I guess not. Oh, for God's sakes. You people need to get out of the way. Yeah, I'm actually, probably once I get done with this, I'm probably gonna end the stream, because I'm kind of getting just a tad aggravated with some of the things that I've experienced so far. But I want to try to get through this part first at least. Why does this have to be so far away? Why? 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 Why, oh why does it have to be this far away? Move out of the way. Oh, there we go. Oh, shnikes.
Let me handle this, Jack. Watch my finesse and stop. Don't forget. Everything's cool. Nobody panic. Hey, big guy.
Literally, big guy.
Crew? Well, we shook the heat, and your shipment's in for Reno.
That's good, eh? There's a cargo ready to go. It's worth more than 10 of your lives. Of course, I'd be forced to connect. The underground will take anyone with a pulse these days. What we have here, the shadows, mascot of the month.
Listen, tons of fun. Anyone can see that you and I have the real juice in his word. We're both players, right? We're both looking for a piece of the action, right? I think we can do business, right?
We did you a favor. Now it's your turn. Why is it better giving eco to metalheads? Questions like that could get a person killed, eh? Zeke.
Here, Captain, that is friend. I want to see what that baby can do. Drive good things outside. Show me some skill. High About friggin' time I get some friggin' guns, for crying out loud. I don't know why they make you wait for so long to get it. Technically not waiting so long, but still, I would have liked to have it at the beginning. Oh, it's just going to repeat itself. Okay. Alrighty then. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate everybody coming to the stream. I'm going to go ahead and end it now. Hopefully I'll get back on tomorrow night and stream something. But yeah, I appreciate everybody coming. Have a lovely evening, and appreciate everybody coming to the stream. I don't know why I'm repeating myself, but I will go ahead and I will end this like I always do. Later, taters. Check you in the next one. Adios.